Gravesite. I'm turning around. I'm going back. What? That's worth turning around for.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You got to find your own.
And this is the Chief Washakie Trail. I left Riverton, Wyoming.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Black Hole Drive.
And I'm heading toward Jackson and Yellowstone on Highway 26 west toward Yellowstone, and just moseying and meandering to see what I can find along the way. Anything worth stopping, and I think this is it.
Take the next left onto Cemetery Lane.
I'm intrigued by Sacagawea because she was so young and so brave enough to leave home and to lead the Lewis and Clark expedition as they made their expedition across North America. So there seem to be different stories about whether she's really buried here or not. So I'm going to go check it out. So the eastern Shoshones believe that Sacagawea is buried in the Wind River Mountains west of here. That would be over there somewhere. And Charbonneau's second wife, Sacagawea's sister, is buried in North Dakota. The tall granite headstone east of this sign is Sacagawea's burial marker. This cemetery in the Wind River Reservation is a burial place for both Eastern Shoshone and the Northern Arapaho who were moved here by Americans and the Treaty of Fort Bridger in 1868. Forced off their lands and moved here is more like it. The popular story is that Sacagawea, who at the age of 16 met Lewis and Clark expedition and helped them charter the mission across the Louisiana Territory. Others believe that maybe that's not quite the story. Some historians say that Charbonneau, who became Sacagawea's husband, actually won her while gambling from the Hidatsa, which are a Sioux tribe. Basil, whatever, that's her son. He died at 86 years old. Wow, in 1886. And reburied here. Basil, or Basil, was the adopted son of her dead sister that Sacagawea raised, apparently. There's conflicting documentation. I don't know. I read up there that the Shoshone believe she was buried in the mountains. I don't know, do they rebury her here? I'm not sure. The life and history of Sacagawea seem rather mysterious. Historians believe that she was born Shoshone, but a raid by enemy Hidatsa people, she got captured and was raised by Hidatsa, but then they say later she was given away as a debt in a gambling game and won by Charbonneau, who was part of the Lewis Clark expedition and became her quote-unquote husband. That's interesting. Makes you think, what is the real history? Sadie, come here. What are you doing? Sadie? She's growling at Sacagawea. What are you doing? What's going on? Come here. It could be the stuff that's hanging from her arm. It's also been believed that she died in 1812 of childbirth. But another account by a minister who claimed to have officiated her burial in 1884 say that that's when she died, in 1884. So maybe that's why the confusion of whether she's buried in the hills or buried here. Interesting. was fun. Time to mosey on and see what I can find next. I love how much the landscape has changed through Wyoming. From desert to snow-capped mountains to red rock. It's really, really beautiful. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. Like Utah. Seeing stuff like this just makes me wish I had the energy to just pull over and grab my backpack and just go explore. I just want to go back deep into these canyons and these red hills and red rocks and explore. It's kind of weird being on the road. You keep thinking, well, someday I'll come back. You can't explore everything. You can't stop and see everything. Or you could, I suppose. I don't know. It's an ongoing dilemma for me. What would you do? Pick and choose or stop at everything you want? And another cute little town, Dubois, Wyoming. I could spend my days just exploring cute little towns and learning the history of every single one I drive through. General store. That's kind of cute. This is pretty. Huh, Sadie? Ooh, there's something I need to stop at. The world's largest jackalope exhibit. Oh yeah. Oh, and look at the steer. Yeah, in case you're not from North America, rural North America, you don't know what a jackalope is. It's a mythical rabbit with horns. Yep. Some people say, I don't know if people really believe it, it's just a funny haha, but a rabbit with antelope horns. And it's a jackalope, and you'll see signs for it and funny things all over the country. Not to be mistaken with Bigfoot, which is real. That was Dubois that I just drove through. Population like 900. So we just exited the Wind River Reservation driving, and now we're at the Wind River. Well, easiest. That's not true. I've seen a lot of access to the actual Wind River, but I just decided to pull over and look how beautiful it is. Sadie's having fun exploring. Somebody down there fishing. Look at how beautiful this is. Well, it doesn't get much better than this for a break from the road. I'll hang out here for a minute, go make some lunch, and get back on the road. I didn't make it to Jackson. I got kind of tired, and I was driving through a national forest, and I saw all these national forest roads, and I came up this one. It was a lot farther than I expected to go. It was several miles up a mountain, but look at this spot I found. I'm the only one up here. And there's beautiful views just within walking distance. I think I'm going to stay here for a few days before I mosey on. I'm in no hurry. I have time. It is still September, so I do have to keep my eye on the weather and make sure I don't run into snow, but I'm in no hurry to get to the desert. It's beautiful here, huh? Yes. I'm going to leave you with the beautiful sights and sounds of Wyoming. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today and the visit to Sacagawea's gravesite and through Wind River Indian Reservation and learning about some of the history of both. And there's more to come. There's Yellowstone, there's more Wyoming and some Montana. And yes, my videos are very behind at this point because once I get to the desert, I don't do much. It's kind of my catch-up time for catching up on work and doing a lot of editing. I do most of my shooting in the summer. You've all seen my desert places already. And like I said, I usually just kind of stay put in the winter, and especially this year because of the pandemic, I'm doing even less traveling. So, you know, I wouldn't have travel videos if I weren't so far behind. So yeah, a lot of you get confused about that. But yes, my videos are behind because I do most of my best traveling in the summer so that you have stuff to look at all year round. All right, I'll see you next time. Be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed and make sure you're getting notifications. I know a lot of people say they haven't been, so just double check. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. I'll see you soon. And don't forget to check out my other channel where anything goes. It's called As I See It, and it's youtube.com/C/as I see it. I'll put a link in the video description. Maybe I'll even pin a comment, and I'll put a link here where you can go there. And it's been a lot about the election, but eventually I will talk about things besides politics, women's issues, social issues, and things like that. It's basically where I can talk about things that are on my mind. So thank you again. See you soon. Bye.